Hey y'all, today on the farm, Mercer and I are in Leesburg, Georgia at the Weeks Farm Equipment Auction, and I must say it is about 3 times bigger than it was last year. A whole lot of farm equipment out here. Let's just get out here and see if there's any deals to be found. I'm speculating there's gonna be a lot of deals because farmers are broke, so let's get out here and find out. A lot of times I go online and pre-scout these auctions, kind of look at what equipment to expect. I did not pre-scout this one, and I'm so glad I showed up and found this jewel out here. The coolest thing I've seen at an auction in probably 2 or 3 years. Sinker range. Man, what you talking about? Got the big cup holder for the big gulp there. Good gracious. One thing Deere did when they went from the 40-20 to the 50-20, they had to add more lugs to the wheels because the power was actually breaking the wheels loose. So see, these have significantly more lugs than a 40-20, twice as many, because the extra power of that engine was breaking the wheels loose. Too much power. So these tractors, super cool, highly collectible, ultra rare. Wow, inside of this tractor is immaculately clean, really sharp, super clean, highly maintained John Deere. Looks like the outside has got a little bit of weathering on it, but the inside is immaculate. It'd be real cool to see what this tractor brings. Gonna be a good gauge of where the market is at. 5,600 hours on an 8295R. That's a pretty low hour tractor. A lot of them are around getting close to double that at this point in hours. So this tractor has not been used a tremendous amount. It is a DEF and regen model, which that is a major drawback. Looks like they kept up the remotes. Don't have any bad leaks back here. Tractor's in really good shape. 5,600 hours. We're looking at another 2,000 to 3,000 before you start having some major engine issues, likely. This is a cotton roller. This is one of the earlier models they come out with when John Deere come out with a roller. Not the first model, but one of the earlier ones. This is a new $650,000 to $700,000 machine. Really revolutionized the cotton industry when they come out with these rollers. Changed the entire harvesting process and labor force. Most cotton pickers down south anyway are usually they're in exceptional shape because they are so expensive. They are kept in a barn, out of the weather. They are highly maintained. Be interesting to see what this machine goes for, because cotton is currently selling for significantly less than what it costs to grow it. This is a very expensive machine. So a lot of farmers are opting to stop planting cotton. I know my local John Deere dealership, there are 6 of these sitting outside that have been returned to the dealership. So I'm not sure who's going to be willing to spend $500,000 on a machine that's going to not be able to turn a profit this year. But we'll find out. That's your 690?
Yeah.
Cotton roller down there?
Yeah, and I do custom work. I don't grow but probably 300 acres of my own, but I can usually pick 1,500 to 1,600 a year.
Yeah.
And there's just no money in the custom business anymore.
Yeah.
The what you get per acre, it just doesn't work out on how much these things cost.
That's right.
You're lucky to break even with them now.
If you don't mind me asking, did you buy the 690 new?
No, I bought it. It was a 3-year-old machine when I bought it.
3-year-old machine. Where's you at? 800 grand?
I paid $605 for it.
So you got a good deal.
Yeah, but I bought it back, like you said before, the price has skyrocketed on these new ones.
Yes. Yeah. How many acres you figure you got to custom pick a year to justify the machine?
At least 1,200 to 1,300 acres to get back to zeros.
Yeah,
and that's with no breakdowns.
Yeah.
But you got to be in that general area.
So we used to custom cotton pick. My dad was a custom cotton harvester, and we used 2 basket pickers. That's before they come out with rollers. And we do anywhere from 4,000 to 7,000 acres a year. And then when they come out with the roller, sold all that stuff.
Yeah.
Got one roller and could do about the same acreage with it.
And I probably made more money. I used to run a 4-row case with just a module builder with no bowl buggy.
Yeah.
And what I charged then, I was making more money per year back then.
Doing less acres, but making more money. And that's what it's all about.
You spend more now and it's not worth the risk.
It's not worth the risk. That's
right. What I've got tied up in it, and I don't have warranty anymore. One blown motor's $100,000.
Exactly.
And you're out of business if that happens.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I want to jump.
You want to jump?
Yeah.
All right, jump to it, dude. Whoa, that's a big jump. It's a cool loader, dude. I like this military surplus loader. Pretty cool. 8285R with 12,000 hours. That is a high hour number for this particular model. They've been reasonable with the inside. The interior's in okay shape for that amount of time. It's not pristine, but it is better than what I typically see down south. They used to have a Green Star monitor in here. They've removed. Whew. A lot of hours on this machine. I don't know if I would I'd have to know a little bit about this to bid on it. You could buy this machine and need to do an engine or transmission pretty quick at 12,000 hours. One thing I do on my farm, and y'all may have noticed or noticed the results of it, is I paint all the wheels, the yellow wheels on my tractors every year. I touch the paint up, so having wheels that look like that diminish the overall appearance of the machine, so it's not that expensive or time consuming to touch that yellow up yearly and keep it really bright and pristine, and it really shows and makes your tractor look about $10,000 more valuable. Somebody done got on here and let the key out. Put the key back in, don't get lost. I like the simplicity of this, super simple. I like the long stick shift and very basic, very minimal electronics and computer stuff on here. It's just a plain, basic tractor that works. I'm telling you, manufacturers, y'all need to start paying attention to what Massey's doing and build plainer tractors that just work. More analog, less digital. Pretty cool 6130R with the full cage. Super cool. If I had to guess, this come off a pecan orchard around Albany, Georgia. We're fully caged, so we can hook to a tree shaker, shake the trees. When they shake the trees, large limbs often fall out, so they will have the tractors fully caged to keep the limbs from falling on the roof and messing them up. And you see we got the bars down the front, so the limbs on the tree will hit the bar and roll out of the way. Super cool. We don't see a lot of fully caged tractors with loaders on them at auction. This is a KMC Ripper roller. These are extremely popular right now. So your subsolar shanks are ripping usually around a depth of 1 foot to 18 inches. And behind that you have your roller wheels back here. So to prevent you from leaving any clods from that deep rip, you have spikes, and they will be penetrating any clods and breaking it up. The first model of this machine had a smooth roller back here, but what they found is you're making moisture on the surface when you run those shanks, and that moist dirt would stick to the to the roller back here and cause it to be a big, huge rolling mud tube, and that was no good because, you know, red clay sticks to everything. So they come up with this system of the spikes to try to alleviate that, and the very newest model actually has fingers between the spikes to keep the roller scraped off. So this is kind of a mid-generation version of the machine. Massive Ferguson. Let's check him out, dude.
Let's open that up.
Ease on up in there.
I do this.
All right, dude. Is this Mercer seat right here?
No, this is not. This is first.
Oh, that's Mercer's seat, and this is Daddy's seat by the door. I thought Daddy normally rides in the big seat.
How did you drive?
Man, I'm telling you, Massey is on a roll, dude. Look how simple this tractor is. Look at this simplicity. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Please, John Deere, please, Case, take note of what the inside of this tractor looks like. This is what we want as farmers. We want something simple that works. We don't need 900 buttons and lights over there with infinite ways of manipulating stuff. We need 3 levers, maybe a couple buttons to push, and a gear shifter. Simple, effective, and it works. Super cool, Massey Ferguson. I believe that style of tractor is the future of ag. I think we've gotten too technologically advanced. It's not making sense anymore how high-tech the tractors are. I think going forward, that's going to be the market. This is something I've never seen at auction, a Fendt. Never see these at auction down south. Uh-oh, they got that joker locked up too. They don't want no rednecks getting in it. Super nice, unbelievable. Got it set up to do some major swathing. This is a pretty serious hay cutting operation selling this tractor, so they got large swathers on there. Super cool Fendt. '96-70 John Deere.
Daddy?
2,000 engine hours, 1,200 fan hours.
Daddy, open that door.
One thing we look at on these combines, so they got a pretty long auger for unloading here. If you're unloading on the go down south, a lot of times we'll have ruts in the field, irrigation rut, and you'll bump. And so you'll see some cracks and welds sometimes where the arm pivots at. That's just something that you have to really pay close attention to. Something pretty cool on this combine you may see sometimes. This is old school. There's a chain hanging down right here. No, he did not get stuck and try to pull the combine out with that little rinky-dink chain. What this is that is made to stay in contact with the ground. So if there's any static electricity building up on a machine, it's being relieved right there through that chain dragging on the ground, and it's preventing a fire. Combines, cotton pickers, hay balers catch on fire all the time, but you'll see guys hang a chain on them, let it drag, and that actually prevents static electricity causing sparks, which lead to fire.
That's a bag.
8R370. Got the spacers on. It does have a lot of steps.
I'm going to open that. I'm going to by myself.
This tractor is uber high-end, very nice, but the problem you will have with it is making the price of this machine, making it worthwhile. Can you make this tractor earn the money that it costs to buy it? 7210R, 3,900 hours. That's a good mid-sized tractor. You could plant with this tractor. You could do some cultivation with this tractor, kind of a good medium-sized tractor. You're not going to pull a 12-row better with it, but you can farm with this tractor in the southeast. It will do what we typically do down here. John Deere 544K loader.
This tractor.
5,000 hours. Let's check and see if this machine's been in the woods or has it been out doing some site prep. Some of these machines belong to logging crews. They're down in the woods, and you don't want to buy nothing that a logging crew has owned. Nothing. They don't take care of their machines. If this has been on construction sites and they're doing site prep work, maybe it's a better machine, but typically anything that loggers have owned is not worth buying. 8R230. If I had to guess, this tractor probably came off the same farm. It's that 8R300 series we got in. Yeah, this is new. Sometimes the dealerships will bring in used, like the one-year trade-in tractors. They bring them out to the sales, float them on the lots, and just see if they have any takers. They're kind of gauging the market. If they get a price that they like, they sell it. If they don't get a price they like, they buy it back from the auction. So some of these machines are not actually for sale by the farmer. They're for sale by the dealers who have took them in on the one-year trade-ins. What's the inside look like, dude?
I don't know what this.
Let's check it out.
I'm not what this. This is.
Got a CD player in it. That's unusual. I don't know if there's a lot of farmers out here today carry around some CDs. Huh. You don't see a lot of farmers using Kubota. I do see road crews, county road crews use them, and some construction crews use them, but not very common on the row crop farms down south.
Come on, Dad, let me in.
He wants to get on all of them. So this is the case. You don't see a lot of cases on this channel. I do use them sometimes during corn harvest or soybean harvest. You'll see me operating cases, but a lot different than the Deeres you see on this same channel. They do keep a lot of controls, very easy to use, not as many stuff spread out, but it is a little bit more spread out than Deere, but still pretty easy to access. 2950. This is actually pretty cool. This is the lowest quality Deere I've seen at this sale. And this ain't a high quality machine, but it's fully mechanical, which means you can take out some wrenches and work on it and likely not get stuck in the field. You can fix it and keep on getting done whatever you have to do on your farm. Well, that's it for today at the auction. Mercer and I are about to head to the house. He's about 30 minutes past played out. I saw way too much new equipment out here. That is not a good sign. Farmers are shedding every expense they have. If they got a payment on it, it's gone. They're not keeping anything with payments on it. They're keeping anything that they can use and anything that they can possibly get by without. They're selling it. A lot of this junk up here, so they're looks like they're just going off in the bushes, getting whatever they can on their farm to make any money on and getting rid of it. Farming's in a tight situation right now in America. Thank all y'all for watching. Hope to see you next time.